Hello and welcome back to the channel, and well into December now, we're into the festive season. We reached out to you guys and said we'd do a Q&A, so we asked you for some questions. So we're getting quite a decent response, so we've got quite a few questions to get through today. But firstly, we're just going to talk about what we're going to talk about in this episode. So we're going to basically talk about, just do a little review of the year. We'll then be answering your questions. I've got a few Christmas ones, so just a little bit of fun. And then we've got questions about the channel and about us, so we'll be answering them for you. But things don't quite feel right.
No, something's missing.
Hold on a sec. There, that's better.
It's
all Christmassy now, isn't it? There you go. I've got my Marty Moose, you've got your wine. Cheers.
Oh, that's good. Cheers.
Bailey's just went in my eye. That's another way of doing a shot anyway. So just recently we had a few comments on our Tenerife videos from the pub crawl that people are actually liking Jackie getting a bit drunk. So let's get Jackie loaded tonight and see what happens. Firstly, we're going to talk about 2024 across the channel. We started off the year by doing, it was a little mini series in Ibiza. So we actually travelled to Ibiza it was October the year before, wasn't it, for my birthday? So
that wasn't even in.
Well, yeah, it wasn't in 2024, but it was on the channel in 2024 in terms of the videos. We had 5 days in Ibiza. We stayed in Ibiza town and we did a little bit of kind of walking about and all that kind of stuff when we were there. Went across to Formentera. So that was quite a good little place. It was a good little start of the year to get the channel going. But then it's been a little bit of a kind of difficult period because obviously Jackie had to have an eye operation, which wasn't great. So that put Jackie out of action for quite a little while. Basically what happened was you had to have was it an eye evisceration?
Yeah, my left eye, yeah.
Yeah, so
it was no good anymore.
So basically, well, you've been blind since...
Yeah, I haven't been able to see out my eye since I was about 6 and I've had loads of complications with it. Basically, yes, I had it removed in the end because it was causing a lot of pain. So just been going through that. I'm hopefully going to get my custom-made eye, hopefully next year. So that's the last step. And then I think I might have to have some surgery on my eyelid because it's obviously drooping and missing a lot of depth now. So.
And the reason for that was Jackie had glaucoma for a while.
Yeah, so my eye was like, the pressure was extremely high, which is another reason why I ended up having to have that.
Yes.
Having my eye moved, yeah.
So we did have a lot of people...
lots gone on, but it's all good now, yeah. I'm a lot better, so...
I mean, we did have a lot of people sending their well wishes to Jackie and asking how she was, so like massive appreciation for that because
thank you.
People didn't have to, and obviously people were concerned about Jackie, and it was a really tough time. I mean, I struggled with it emotionally as well. It was really difficult. Obviously Jackie was the one that went through it, but I think just for the both of it I thought I was quite prepared for it, but I wasn't. So when she come home, it was quite heartbreaking really seeing her actually go through it, and it took me back, and it surprised us a bit because I didn't think I would react like that, but it was a difficult few months, but obviously we've come out the other side and she's got a temporary eye at the minute, which is actually quite good.
To the NHS, yes, it's quite good. It's quite a good one. It's quite a good match, actually.
It is, I mean, the colour's really good and it matches.
Like I say, I'm just waiting for my eye to be made.
And there's been a bit of complications with that as well.
Yeah, because I tried to do a couple of things to try and make my eyelid better and bulk it out and anything, but that hasn't worked. But that doesn't matter. Like I say, this one's absolutely fine and I can get on with my normal daily life. Still a few little health issues, but I'm a lot better than
you were.
Than I was. I'm not in any pain in my eye and stuff. Yeah, so
that's good.
All is good.
I mean, I was wanting to maybe do a little video on it, but I mean, I took the Jackie at the end of the day, and I don't think she was too fussed about doing it. It was just to kind of talk about. Because a lot of people have asked about it.
I mean, if anybody wants to know, I can do one. But
I mean, it was basically kind of going from the childhood and like when it kind of first started and how she's kind of coped. It was just like coping strategies which might help other people who are going through a similar thing. So it was just that kind of thing, just like interview kind of style. I would have asked Jackie some questions, but I mean, if you're not up to it, then that's fair enough. But
didn't want to bore people.
No, I don't think it would bore people. I think it would just kind of might help people.
Might.
But anyway, after that, we decided we'd go back to Kalamaki. So we revisited Kalamaki because obviously we know a few people there and we really like the place. So we decided we're going to go back there. It was Jackie's birthday. It was a really good deal come up at the time, wasn't there? Was it Jet2 at the time? It was Jet2, wasn't it?
Yeah, Jet2 we went with. Yeah, we got a good deal. It was just a nice time as well after obviously having the operation and stuff. I was just kind of I think I needed that little
just
bit of
let
boost
your hair
as well,
down as
so,
well,
yeah.
wasn't it? So it was
It was
good. I
definitely
mean,
needed, yeah.
we got quite drunk on that holiday. Like the whole time we're there was pretty much in a drunken haze, but it was actually quite difficult to do them videos as well, wasn't it? Because we got so drunk. I think we're out till about 3:30, 4 o'clock every morning. I think it was one night where we can't do it anymore. It was even still about 1 o'clock in the morning.
I was going to say, yeah.
So it was good though. It was nice.
It was a good holiday.
Yeah,
it was lovely seeing people as well.
And we got to do some different stuff this time as well, because we had the luxury of having Claude's ramshackle.
Yeah, thank you to Claudia. Obviously, give her the car to get around. So that helped me a lot to get around.
It did.
Or the island as well. So yeah.
So yeah, that was Kalamaki. And then we had Gran Canaria. We did another series in Gran Canaria, which we didn't really tell anybody about at the time because it was a bit kind of a last minute thing, really. Just the situation at the time, we didn't see anything. We ended up going back to Puerto Rico. Very, very last minute thing. It was about 2 or 3 days before we went, wasn't it? We got a decent deal there. And just by chance, this accommodation came up because everything was so expensive at the time without realising that was the peak season in Gran Canaria, and we ended up going, and somebody must have cancelled a room right at the last minute. I'd luckily gone onto booking.com and booked it, and that was it. Everything was sold.
Yeah, we hit unlucky with the
it was fate, really, wasn't it? And the weather was good, so we had a good time there. Because we booked
everything separate on that one.
Yeah.
I hadn't gone through like a package or anything there.
That's right. We did different stuff again that time, so it was good. And then just in September, we've been to Tenerife, which was a new place for us. We've both been, but not together. And we ended up going to Los Gigantes, which was brilliant. It was a lovely little place. The series would have just finished last week. It was a great little place, Los Gigantes, wasn't it? It was fantastic.
Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah, it's just a nice little place. Enough stuff going on. There's plenty to do.
Yeah, definitely.
Plenty of places to eat.
Great food.
Great food was really good. Yeah.
The bars were good.
Everybody seemed friendly as well.
Water park was brilliant.
Water park was good. Obviously, that was outside of
Los Gigantes.
Yeah,
that was good. So, and then one other thing, which has just kind of happened in the last sort of week or so, that could be a bit of a change of direction here on the channel in 2025. But we're going to talk about that at the end because it could be something quite certainly exciting for me and Jackie. Hopefully it's going to be exciting for you guys as well, but we'll get to that at the end. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take a little break. We're going to refill our glasses.
I haven't drank anything
No, you
yet.
haven't yet. And we'll start to answer your questions. Okay, actually, you haven't seen me jumper yet because this was part of the poll when I put it on, and I think I said yes, like Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and I knew it would cause a bit of controversy, so I thought quite appropriate I'd wear this one today. So there you go. So we're going to move on to the questions now, and we've got quite a few. So first we'll answer the general ones, which are kind of based around the channel, about us, and then we'll move on to some of the little Christmassy ones we've got. But thanks for the response anyway. We reached out to you to ask questions. Some people have put a few questions in.
Cheeky.
Got a visitor.
Oh yeah. And I keep popping up in the background.
There he is. So take out, you're going to read the first question out? Yeah, okay. It's up to Jackie then. Yes, this one's come from
Gary Ingham.
And family.
And family, sorry, and the family. I find your content on Gran Canaria and Puerto Rico in particular the best on YouTube. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
I also watch Scotsman in Tenerife and Travel On World, but you guys seem to be more in depth and look into the resorts and the locations as a whole rather than just walk around like they do. Question: do you have a concept in mind for your videos and pre-plan research before you start, or do you just wing it and go along with the flow from day to day?
The answer to that would be it's a bit of both, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say a bit of both.
Because yes, we do research before we go. We'll look at restaurants, we'll look at bars, we'll look at places to go, which is why we end up going to some of the places around the island, and we'll look at like the restaurant reviews. You're always looking at those, so Jackie probably does most of the research on the bars and restaurants, and I usually do other stuff around the island. But I mean, we both kind of chip in with it. But there are times where we have had to wing it because things don't always go to plan, Tigger. things don't always go to plan. So there has been times, like for instance, when we were in Ibiza, we did actually plan on going to San Antonio and doing a video on San Antonio for the day. I don't think I was feeling too well at the time. I had like a bit of a throat infection and stuff. I think I just wasn't feeling great. And then we ended up...
wasn't good as well.
It wasn't, because we had a storm and that when we were there. And then like the buses weren't great, like the times weren't great. So we ended up anyway, just doing a walk from where we're staying all the way along to, what's it called, Playa del Bossa. And that was actually a really fun one to make because we hadn't planned anything. That was just, we did wing it.
We're just walking along, looking at things.
Yeah, and it was actually...
oh, this looks good.
I mean, in my mind, I did kind of plan we'd do from where we were staying in Figueretes all the way up to the Hard Rock Cafe Hotel, or the Hard Rock Hotel, because I wanted to have a look around there. So that's kind of how it was, like in my mind, how it was going to be planned. And then we thought, oh, we'll have a walk down the street in Playa del Bossa to see what's there, see what it's like out of season. And I just kind of filmed the video, and it actually come together quite well.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see the place when it's not the massive hustle and bustle.
Yeah, because everything was shut down, wasn't it? And it was back end of October.
Much,
it's out of season.
There's one kebab place open.
There was, yeah. Because I sometimes find the ones where you do the research sometimes like turn out more disappointing than you plan, because you plan it in your head. Yeah, it just doesn't turn out the way you want it. So it's He's after me hat. We've just bought these hats before. He thinks it's a toy. He pulled them off the table before. Anyway, I hope that's kind of answered your question. It's a bit of both.
We probably do more planning, but there is times and days where we've just gone off. We've just gone on whatever the day kind of takes the kind of thing.
Actually, a very recent one was Mount Teary, because we had a plan for that where we're going to go up Mount Teary. And then we're going to go to a beach on the other side of the island. So if we'd been able to do Mount Teary in the morning, we could have done that, which would have took about an hour and a half.
My turn.
And then we could have gone across to, I'm sure it was Playa...
That's great.
Terrasitas or something like that, which looks like a really lovely beach, but everything just got... So we had to wing it in the end, and I was like, this is going to be terrible. But again, that actually turned out all right.
I actually had a really good day, I enjoyed that day.
So anyway, I hope that answers the question.
Alex S. Are you planning any more trips to any other Greek islands? Really enjoyed these series. Thank you.
The thing with us is we don't really plan anything, do we?
Yeah, we're kind of, obviously because we work full time, so we're restricted on when we can take our leave.
Splash me second.
I only want to roll. You can have net left. Take a thing, I love a bit of that. We're restricted obviously on our leave. Obviously our leave times are different as well. Mine starts in April, Jamie starts in September. Yeah, so that's difficult to try and manage that. Obviously budget as well. Obviously we just try and, fit it in with our budget. Obviously, things are going up in price and it's a little bit more difficult. There's loads of places we obviously would love to go, but it is literally like what can we do to cram stuff in kind of thing. We just kind of look at a deal. So yes, we would love to go back to a Greek island. There's quite a few different ones,
always on the lookout for Greek islands. And that would probably be anywhere kind of in the Med. Anything like that would probably be our number one choice, I would say. Greece. We love Greece. Greece is like right up there for us. So, I mean, Jatty's probably answered the question quite well there because, one place is Kefalonia. I think we'd like to go to Kefalonia. But the problem from Newcastle is the flights only go once a week. So you can only go for 7 days of a fortnight. So you can't do like 10 days where the last few years we've been fitting in like a 10-day holiday because there's more regular flights to the islands. It might get to a point where we're going to maybe have to go to another airport to get like a 10-day holiday or something. I don't know. But I mean, there's so many Greek islands we'd love to get to. But yeah, we'll just see what happens. We've got no plans at all yet for next year.
No.
But we'll just see what happens and we'll just take it from there. And hopefully, we will return to Greece at some point.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
So
this is from Craig Madison. Do you guys ever argue behind the scenes? Always seems chilled out and relaxed in your videos. Yeah, I always want to kill him.
Likewise. Well, behind the scenes, we're just like any other normal couple. We'll have our run-ins, we'll have our disagreements.
I have my crabby days.
Like just before we started filming this anyway. I mean, I wouldn't say we particularly argue about the videos or anything like that.
No.
And I would say we are pretty kind of relaxed and laid back people, probably too laid back sometimes.
Yeah.
So, no, I mean, yeah.
And what videos we do as well, it's just pretty much off the cuff, like that's it.
Yeah,
We do them,
it's
obviously you tweak them a little bit, but it's pretty much like what you see is
what you get.
what we're doing. It's like one take kind of thing.
But yeah, I mean,
So yeah.
I suppose, yeah,
But yeah.
we do.
No.
It's just one of them things. It's just a relationship, isn't it? At the end of the day, we're just normal people, so it's
It's
no different to anybody else. So yeah,
we're normally pretty good.
I
to
think
be
I
fair.
would say Jatty's more.
I do get crabby, yeah, especially if it's too hot.
Crabby Jatty, yeah.
Or I'm tired.
Yeah.
And I'm not a morning person.
I don't think you're a person sometimes. So this one is from Gary Ingham. It's another question from Gary Ingham. I think this one's got a couple of different parts to it.
Your Grand Canaria videos from 2022 seem 2022 seem to be the most popular video view-wise that you've done, closely followed by Zandy. How hard is it to choose a destination you think is going to be hits with the viewers, especially with your channel growing and with that more broader viewer preference?
This is a funny one to answer because we never really plan where we're going to go. I wouldn't even say sometimes we think about, it probably sounds horrible, but we don't think about where the viewers want to see we'll go. But actually, funny enough, me and Jackie were talking, and one idea we've had for the channel is maybe putting a poll out and seeing where people would like us to go, and then we go wherever they
We'll try and
so we might try that. I don't know if it'll be next year because we might have a couple of things on next year, but maybe it's the year after. That might be an idea, and that will be something good for us because it'll be something completely different where you choose where we go, kind of thing.
Well, yeah, because that's the reason we do it, is to, well, for us as well, if I go to different places, but I know we want to give you assistance, I suppose, on what am I trying to say?
But I think, to be fair, like, we'll try to open people's eyes to different places as well. And, one place in particular, Dalian, I'd never really heard of that place until the year before we went, because one of my friends had gone. But we ended up going, and we thought, we'll give it a try. It might be something different. And actually, quite a few of our viewers have been on the back of our videos there. So it's good in that way that people don't particularly know the place we've been, because we're giving them an insight into it, and people are actually choosing to go on holiday, which to us is like, it's great to hear, but at the same time, it's quite strange as well. Like, people are actually taking our recommendations on board.
I think it's nice just to have a bit of background and know a place before you get there. Well, there's not a lot sometimes out there that do this type of thing, I suppose, that we do. And we're doing it because we want to know as well. So it's if we can help other people to maybe choose a different destination or go somewhere different, and then when they get there feel a bit more relaxed because they know kind of places to go to eat or visit or excursions and stuff. Then
I think in a way we've probably hit lucky with some of them, because we didn't know you never know how the videos are going to turn out. To be fair, the viewing figures for the Tenerife ones I'm quite disappointed with. I thought they would have done better, because videos in Tenerife seem to be quite popular, and that was one place when we saw that holiday come up, we thought, that might be good for views, but they haven't actually been that good on this one, so it's quite disappointing.
But then it's probably an area we've gone to that's not as popular in Tenerife.
True.
I think it seemed to be a lot of the people were either living there or returning there, had been going there for years and years and years.
But
still a lovely place.
Even still, like, we did that video at like the water park, which was something we really wanted to do, and videos there have been really popular, but for some reason ours just hasn't happened. So I don't. Maybe it's us. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard. It is hard because there's that many people doing this now as well. I think we got in just before everybody started doing it. Like after COVID, we started doing it during COVID. Really, it had been something that had been ticking away at the back of my mind for a little while. It is difficult. Because I thought the Vietnam ones, I thought they would have done a lot better. But again, like some of them did quite well, but others didn't.
The way we do ours is like a little mini, well, you're coming along on our little adventure basically, where other channels, I suppose, are more, this is it, or a quick walk down the street, or, it's not as...
Yeah, it's not.
I think ours are like little movies.
Well, they are, yeah. It's like...
So it's kind of what you...
We try to make it a bit like a travel show kind of thing as well, though. That's how I have it in my mind.
But we quite like doing that.
But yeah, I love the way they're produced and stuff as well, so I quite enjoy doing that, and like when you get the content, sometimes you think, oh god, this is going to be absolutely shit, but then when you put it together, they actually took, well, the Terry one's a perfect example.
Yeah.
You just don't know how it's going to turn out sometimes until you edit it, and you can really like make a difference with the editing. And to be fair, that's kind of what happens with ours.
So
really.
I think to answer to your question, probably a bit of half and half.
Yes.
Really, we do think, oh God, because we want my channel to grow, but a lot of it is kind of where we want to go as well, because it is still our holiday as well. You know, we're taking time out to do this in our holiday, really. So bit of both, I think.
So, and thanks to Gary as well for kindly inviting us to spend an afternoon in the famous Royal Dyche pub in Burnley, which I presume is named after Sean Dyche, the ex-Burnley manager, who did a great job there. So yeah, if we ever get tickets, which is just about impossible at Newcastle United at the minute, we might take you up on that offer if
definitely, yeah. Joanne74, where are you going next? I have no idea. Can you tell me, please? We haven't actually got anything at the moment booked in.
No.
We've got a couple of ideas, possibly. Yeah, there's places we want to go, but we don't know whether we're going to get them in this year or it might have to be next year.
Yeah.
But no, at the minute, we're not sure where we're going to go.
Hopefully we'll have an answer for you very soon. Wait till the new year and there'll be some news coming out about where we're going next.
Yeah.
So Kerry Carlisle.
Would you like to do a cruise? And if so, where would you go?
Well, this has been a little bit of a debate for us recently. Funny enough, I've just had a friend who's just done I think it was like a 5-night Caribbean cruise. He flew to Miami and then he did a cruise and he was saying, oh, you should do one. Like, to be honest, it's not something I've ever really...
Does it not float your boat?
With one of them choke boats you put in the back. Yeah, it hasn't floated my boat. My mum and dad, they've done a couple. One of my aunties, she's done them. She absolutely loves them. But it's probably right up her street. To be honest, I'm quite open to it. And I'm going to be 50 in a couple of years' time, so...
You're not going on a cruise.
Well, that's me told then, isn't it? To be honest, yes, I probably would do a cruise. If I was going to do one, I think it would be a Caribbean one. Yeah. I've never been to the Caribbean or South America, so I would love to do a cruise around some of the Caribbean islands.
Mm-hmm. It's not something I've thought, oh, I want to do. If the opportunity came along, I would do it. But yeah, I would say with you, I would probably want to do a Caribbean one. Yeah. I've heard more people enjoying that one other than the Mediterranean ones and stuff. But yeah, wouldn't cross it off the list kind of thing. I have a question for the Xmas YouTube Q&A.
You've had me had half a glass of wine.
God, it's gone in my head. Have you any plans to visit Paphos Resort in Cyprus?
I've actually been to Paphos before for a friend's wedding years ago. And to be fair, yeah, would love to go. I haven't got plans to go, but it's definitely somewhere we're open to go. I mean, we're open to pretty much going anywhere, to be fair. And Paphos, you've never been to Cyprus before, have you?
No, I've not been. I haven't. I think I mentioned it a couple of times this year. I've seen a couple come up. Is Paphos, that's the
Paphos. Paphos is quite a big...
Is that the more like rowdy?
No, that's Ayia Napa.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't cross it off the list, yeah. I've mentioned it a couple of times. Just, I think other deals have come up and kind of trumped it kind of thing. So, it's been cheaper because it's not been, haven't been they're quite expensive, some of them as well, yeah. And then once we did find I had to go from a different airport, so sometimes it's like time restriction, like it's easier to go from Newcastle rather than Manchester or somewhere like that. So yeah, but no, it's definitely somewhere I would like to go.
Neil Welch.
Been to Puerto Rico over 40 times. Wow. That's a lot. How high do you rate this resort compared to all your travels?
It's a hard one to answer, to be honest, because I've been to that many places. Don't get us wrong, I love Puerto Rico. The 2 times we've been, I've had such a good time. Is it somewhere I want to go every year? Probably not. I don't know why. I can't answer that. I just prefer Greece to Spain.
Yeah, I struggle with Spain sometimes.
And I
struggle with the food.
Especially in Puerto Rico, you've had had some really bad meals, haven't we?
Yeah, and I think the complexity bit, it's very samey. Yeah. I mean, everything's there for you. It is an ideal resort if you just literally want to be like, go out, have a few drinks, have a meal, and kind of have a little bit of entertainment. And it's all in that complex there. So I can see why people, go back and gravitate it. It is lovely. It's quite hilly though in that as well, yeah, so it depends on what resort you're staying at. And I'm obviously quite high up.
We've been quite lucky the 2 times we've stayed there, because we've been like right near the bottom, haven't we?
Yeah.
So we've stayed like literally next door to each other, the 2 apartments, which we didn't realise at the time.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get taxis and stuff, but then obviously that adds on to your daily expenditure as well, because they're not cheap, especially if you're getting one there and back kind of thing. But yeah, so I would probably put it like sort of middle kind of thing of where we've been. Like I say, if a cheap deal came up, I wouldn't hesitate to go back, even if it was just for like a weekend or something like that.
We did get offered, we got talking to a guy in Tiffany's, and he owned an apartment then.
Oh,
he
yeah,
said
yeah.
If we ever wanted to go back and stay.
I think it's on booking.com, isn't it?
I think it is. I can't remember the name of the place, but he had says, if you ever want to come back, get in touch with him. He would like.
Yeah,
offer
and his place looked really nice as well.
Yeah,
but I think it sleeps.
I think it was
5 people.
4 or 5.
Yeah. So there's a few who go, and our family, whatever, wanted to go out, and it's like that's the whole.
I would definitely go back. Don't get us wrong. It's just
Oh God, yeah, I would.
Somewhere I would
go
probably
back.
put like right at the top of wanting to go back like all the time. But like I say, I mean, the one that happened earlier this year was just kind of. It just kind of fell in my lap, didn't it? It was there. Yeah, so Puerto Rico. Yeah, I wouldn't hesitate to go back if we got offered a decent holiday there, but yeah.
Tracy Day, 1, 2, 3. Have you been to Fuerteventura in January? It's our first time.
No.
No, sorry, we have not been in January. We were there in October.
Caleta de Fusta.
De Fusta, yeah. It's only about a 20-minute away from the airport.
Probably
taxi
not
ride.
even that, 50.
Yeah, it might not even be that. So it was an ideal place, obviously, because we were only there for the weekend. We went for Jamie's birthday. We went obviously with sister and her husband. So yeah, it was all right.
It was all right. We didn't do any videos when we were there. We just want to stay at that because we just wanted to have that kind of break away from actually doing filming like when we're away.
We didn't do a video.
Yeah, we didn't do any videos when we were there.
There's no video.
I found the resort of Caleta de Fusta very, very strange. Like, I never clicked with it. I know a lot of people I've worked with before used to go every year, and I don't know, I can't quite put my finger on the place. Like, there was clumps of stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was just going to say, it was like...
It was weird.
Like there was a clump of stuff here and then a clump of stuff here. It was very like disjointed, I suppose. Yeah,
I just never really got a feel for the place. And we've actually been to Fuerteventura. Was our first ever holiday in a July time. The weather was terrible, and that was in Corraleco. It was in Corraleco in the north.
That wasn't too bad.
It was all right. I think what spoiled the holiday was just the weather was terrible, wasn't it?
That wasn't great. Yeah.
Considering it was July.
That's not the resort's fault.
No, it's not. And we only had like about 2.5 days out of a week. Like where the weather was decent, had a lot of rain.
But I think from there, everything was like on one street, so everything was all together and like spread out enough, kind of thing. No, I would go back again. Obviously, if I'm just going for a few days. I mean, we got dead cheap. Oh yeah. Cheap flights, and I think the place we stayed, the accommodation was like dead cheap.
It was £127 for 4 nighs. Between.
I mean, it wasn't the best, but it was ideal. It was fine. It's clean. It was tidy. So it was all right. So yeah, I would definitely venture back again. And like I say, where we stayed was it was like a 20-minute taxi ride, so it was ideal. And I think there wasn't very much in the taxi to get there.
No, it wasn't. I think it was
17
or 18 euro, I think.
Euros or something.
Between 4 of us, so
there was 4 of us, yeah. So it was great. Really. Yeah, no, it's really good. It was very cheap. Our first meal out, bear in mind there was 4 of us. We all had a main meal. We didn't have starters, did we? We all had a main meal, a bottle of wine. I think we've got water as well. I'm sure it was only like 40 odd euros. 10 euros. 43 euros or something.
A bottle of wine was something like 10 euros or something.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah,
so it was really cheap.
So yes, it was very, very cheap. Yeah, I think a breakfast was about, you're looking at like...
Actually, you were getting them for about €3.99.
It was €3.95, wasn't it? Some place were like 4, and it was like a canny sized breakfast as well. Yeah, so yeah, definitely cheap.
Craig Madison again. Ooh.
Craig Madison, can I be cheeky and ask a couple? Oh dear. Right, what is the one place you would go back to, and if you could only choose one place for the rest of your travels?
So it's like a 2-part question in a way, because there's this and then there's another bit. But for me, I was going to have to say Thailand. Thailand's absolutely, it's got everything. For me, you've got the beaches, you've got the islands, you've got the countryside, you've got the mountains, you've got the waterfalls, you've got just the nature, the food, the people, everything. For me, Thailand offers everything for me. So if there was one place I was going to go for the rest of my travels, I would probably say Thailand.
Yeah, it would have to be mine as well. For out of places that I've already been, that would be Thailand would be mine. because I think there's so many other like places to
Absolutely.
go, little places, bigger areas, so much to explore. So yeah, mine would be Thailand as well. Yeah. And what is the one place you would like to visit, both individual preference and together?
I think we discussed this one last night? And I think one place I really would like to go would be Brazil. And I've got that on my hit list for my 50th as well, Jackie.
I know. Noted.
South America is definitely a place I've never been to and I'd love to go to. And there's quite a few different countries there. Apparently Argentina's meant to be beautiful. I'd love to go to Chile. I'd love to go to Peru. But Brazil, I want to go to the Iguazu waterfalls there. And it's hard to say individual preferences and together because we do everything together anyway. So it's like everywhere I would probably go, I'd want to go with Jackie anyway. So it's like individually would have to be like together as well. But I mean, you've probably got a different preference. There might be a country you want to go to more than others. Another one actually is Japan. Really fancy Japan.
Yeah, you probably more than me for Japan. So that, yeah, there you go.
There's my individual one.
There's your individual one, yeah.
So what would your individual one be?
I've always fancied the Caribbean. I haven't been to the Caribbean. I just think, I'd quite fancy the Caribbean.
Anywhere particular in the Caribbean or?
Everywhere.
Well, St. Lucia for me, if I was going to go.
Yeah, that was always, when I was a kid, always wanted to go there. I think I'd like to do a bit of island hopping.
Yeah, I think that would be
If I was going to go to the Caribbean, I think that's what I would want to do. Just spend a little bit of time in each bit that I could.
If I ever get to do this full time.
Yeah, send us to the Caribbean, please.
Make sure to watch the videos so we get more revenue from it, and then we might be able to travel a bit more.
And to go together, well, like I say, we'll go places obviously together now, but if we had to choose somewhere that would definitely both go, I would probably say Thailand again. Yeah. Hi guys, going to Kalamaki for the first time in the middle of May. Where does it rate compared to other places you've been? Also, where is the best place for food you've been since being on the channel? Thanks, by the way, me and the missus love your channel. Thank you very much. And the way you mix it up, reviews, bars, restaurants, and also going for walks and a wander around different places. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much.
Neil.
Thank you.
I'll just respond by answering that bit about you like how we mix it up. That's exactly how we plan it because that's what we'd want to see when we go on holiday. So like we put the prices of everything on, so it's our way of kind of helping you out as well, like showing you how much we've paid. I mean, you might eat completely different food and stuff and drink something completely different to us, but just to give you that idea. So yeah, that's what that's all about. But the best place for food since we've been doing this channel, that's a really hard question actually, because
ooh, yeah.
But it's been since we've been doing the channel.
Oh, right. Right, okay.
So we'll answer the first part of the question. Where does Kalamaki rate in places we've been? I'll put it up there, to be fair. I love Kalamaki. I love the feel of the place. It's just a nice resort. It's not too in your face, but it's not too quiet neither. So it's kind of, to me, it's got that perfect balance. And it's not the biggest of resorts, but there are so many restaurants.
Yeah, there's plenty of places to eat, plenty of places to drink.
And the food is, it's lovely in Kalamaki. The bars are good.
I don't think we've ever had really a bad meal in...
Not really. No, I don't think, not in Kalamaki. And even like the bars, like everybody's dead friendly. Like I always find everybody really friendly in Kalamaki, which is why we'll go back.
Yeah.
We've got friends there now as well, so it's every time I see a deal for Kalamaki, it pulls me back. I'll put it up there, like I think it's probably one of my favourite Greek destinations.
If somebody said to me tomorrow, yeah, you can go to Kalamaki tomorrow, I'll be away, yeah, definitely.
In terms of best food since being on the channel? God. This is hard because we have had some really, really good meals, and just the ones we've done recently in Tenerife, Jardin del Sol, that was fantastic. The steak there, and even the night after in El Pescador, I didn't expect much from it, and it was absolutely fantastic. I just thought it was amazing. I thought the food, it really knocked us for 6. Because I thought it was
it's
really,
completely
really
different
good.
to Greek food though, like the Greek, so it's hard to kind of compare them in that kind of way, but I mean I absolutely love Ellie's place. When I'm Kalamaki, it's
I would have to agree. Ellie's just right up there.
Always. And Claude's, obviously You've got everything there as well. The portions are huge. These meats, obviously, that he gets in, is all fresh. You know, but you could pretty much go in there, say you want this, and you would be popping to the shops together pretty much. Yeah, and the steaks are huge. So Ellie's and Claude's are probably up there. Ellie's obviously is more like a restaurant and laid back, whereas Claude's is the bar as well, and obviously
it's got a mix of everything.
You've got everything at Claude's. Yeah.
There's quite a few choices. Like I said, yeah.
It's hard.
I would say Ellie's.
It's hard to pick a one, really.
Because they're all like quite different. I'm even going to say that Jardín del Sol and El Pescador for me, the rank right up there because the food was fantastic. And I would say even the meals we've had in France have been tremendous.
Yeah, we've always had good meals in France. And I struggle in
Spain.
In Puerto Rico, I struggled, especially in the complexy bit, but like going out and away from like when we went to Amadores on the beach, the food was really nice down there as well. Luckily, I'll eat it. No, I'm not picky. I'll eat quite a bit, so I can probably mix it up a little bit more. For the channel.
you eat seafood and stuff. Whereas to
a point. I don't like lobster or anything like that.
No. But,
luckily for you, I don't like lobster.
Bloody stinky.
I was thinking more for the price.
Bloody hell, I'll
have 2 lobsters, please. Wired Mike. Hi, we have a lot in common, believe it or not. Live local to you, been to Gran Canaria many times, I think 14. Know most of what your experience in and around Puerto Rico, yet still watch. Just a couple of questions, or how can you continue to recommend how can you continue to recommend France? Awful place,
in my opinion. Well,
and of most interest, have you still got your Brooklyn Bridge print on the wall? Yes, we do. We've got the same. Yours is bigger. Okay, right.
Bigger's not always better, mate.
Keep up the good work and get back to GC soon, Mike and Margaret. Thank you, Mike.
Okay, so
I don't know how big our picture is actually. Our wall's quite big, so I don't know how big.
We'd have to get a tape measure.
We'll have to maybe measure it for you, Mike.
But the first part about France, we've only ever been in twice to eat, and we've had the same thing. And to be fair, it was fantastic. Both times it was brilliant, wasn't it? And people have taken our recommendation on board and have eaten in there as well. And they've come back to us and said, it's fantastic. I don't know how many times you've eaten in there, Mike, but I mean, yeah, we might have gotten something different off the menu. It might have been terrible because that's what happened in Tenerife. Went to Creme de la Creme and Jackie's meal wasn't so great, where I really enjoyed mine. So sometimes it's all about what you have. I don't know if that's what you mean, like in terms of the food, because I thought the food we've had in there has been tremendous.
Yeah, the times we've been in, it's been absolutely fine.
The service has been excellent.
So that's why obviously we recommended it, because obviously we're going off what we're getting at the time, unless it was a bad meal, or maybe it's just not for you. Obviously everybody's palates are different, and you don't have to not everybody likes the same thing as well, and my good could be somebody else's absolute rubbish. So but we recommend France because actually we had really good meals in there, and sangria was good as well. Love the sangria in there.
It'll be useful actually, Mike, if you're watching this, let us know in the comments about your bad experience in France, because I'm interested to know the bad side as well.
Yeah.
So let us know. And
we've had a few bad restaurants.
Other people's said they're absolutely great.
But then again, somebody might have been in there and obviously had a really good meal. Just might have been either the dish that we're getting, or sometimes kitchens have an off day as well. But no, we were happy with what we got, and we were happy to recommend them as well. Don't worry, I'm quite happy to say if that crap as well.
You should know that if you watch the channel.
You watch the channel, you'll know.
Yeah, we're quite honest about our reviews, so we wouldn't just recommend somewhere just to say get a free meal or get a free drink. We're not about that at all. We take everything on. It is literally our first-hand experience, and we'll tell you exactly how it is. That's kind of how I pride myself on this channel. And from the start, that's exactly how I want to continue it. I don't want to. You get other YouTubers who come on and they're excited about everything, and life's not like that.
Sometimes things are rubbish.
Yeah, and you think you're going to have this great day out or whatever, and you don't. and it's just part of it. But to me, that's what makes it interesting as well, because it's a first-hand perspective of things. It's as it happens, because you just can't plan some things.
Yeah,
so
and the reaction that we give you is
it's as it is.
As it's happening.
I'm not afraid of
as well. Yeah, so
be pissed off about something. I'll tell you, or if someone's pissed us off, or something's pissed off, Jack, you piss us off. You're constantly. But yeah. So yeah, let us know anyway, because I'd be interested to know like why you think it's awful. Like I say, everybody has an opinion, and our opinions are ours. So, or
maybe let me know where you think is the best as well, because we're always open to, if we go back as well, we're open to like try new places. I think we tend to sometimes gravitate when in Gran Canaria, when we've been back, to places we know are really good, because we've had quite a few bad ones as well, and you're paying so much money as well.
Exactly,
sometimes you don't really want to. I mean, we'd try new places for the channel, but we're like,
we do try to vary it a bit as well.
But I think this we do normally try and maybe stick to what we know as well.
I mean, we're always getting recommendations.
We love Tipsy B.
Yeah, and people don't like Tipsy B.
It's its own opinion,
and experiences as well.
We're just giving you our opinion on kind of.
Right, we're just going to take another quick break. We're going to refresh our drinks. Drinks.
I think you've had too many now.
I think Bailey's gone to me.
Moosey's gone, yeah.
So we're just going to refresh our drinks. Fucking silly.
Do you want me to say it? Do you want me to say it? We're going to refresh our drinks. Actually, that's quite hard to say.
It is, it's like a tongue twister, isn't it?
It is.
So yeah, we're going to refresh our drinks. Go and grab yourself a Snowball or a QC Sherry. Or a grouse, because it's Christmas.
A grouse, yeah. Not an actual grouse.
And we'll answer some of your Christmas questions. Right, we are back again. You're probably sick of what we're buying,
oh, shit,
it's gone on a while. Exactly.
I didn't even get topped up.
Now you know we're in. We're going to answer some of your Christmas questions now. There's not too many of these, and they're probably a bit more short and sweet.
So this one's from Anita Jones. Sprouts, delicious or awful?
I'm kind of in the middle with this one. I actually quite like sprouts. Do you know what it is? It's not something I would have if I was going to have a Sunday lunch every week. Probably not something I would have all the time. But when I have them, I don't mind them. But I don't particularly like the taste of them. I'll just eat them anyway.
I love a sprout.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah. I love sprouts, me. Kerry Carlisle again.
Have you ever been abroad for Christmas, New Year? If so, favourite place, or is Christmas meant to be at home?
No. We've never been away at Christmas and New Year, and the reason being is it's so difficult to get the time off work. Not so much for me, it's hard for you because of the type of work Jackie does. It's difficult. Otherwise, yeah, we'd love to try it. I'd love to have like a sunshine holiday. So somewhere like Thailand or somewhere I think would be brilliant at Christmas. I just think it would be, because I just love the nightlife and everything in Thailand as well. I think it would be brilliant. It would be something completely different. So if I was going to choose anywhere, I know you've asked if we have, where would the favourite place be? Well, Thailand, I just think that would be great at Christmas. Or even Australia, I think would be good as well, because everybody kind of has barbecues on the beach and what have you. I just think that would be a great experience. It's something completely different.
I was going to say, it would be nice to have something different.
Yeah, but
for me, obviously I've never been away at Christmas or New Year, always been at home. I think Christmas, I think I prefer to be at home, to be fair.
I do.
New Year, I'm open to New Year being away. I think that would be really good.
Different.
Obviously my daughter's older now as well, so Christmas might not be, but yeah.
But I mean, to be fair, I would love being at home, spending time with the family. And I do quite like when it's cold and stuff at Christmas as well.
We could go to Iceland or something.
Oh, we could, yeah. I mean, we did actually talk about one time going to Zakopane in Poland, because it's in the mountains, it snows, you can get a nice lodge there. You can probably get one, you could go with the whole family. Just think it would be brilliant. I'd love to go somewhere where it's dead snowy and mountainous and ski resort kind of thing. I think it would be great. Yeah,
so I wouldn't say no to it.
I do love being at home.
But yeah, I think I do like being at home, but that's maybe because we always do that as well. But yeah, New Year, I would definitely like to go somewhere for New Year and celebrate somewhere.
We've said that for years, haven't we?
Hot, cold, wherever, yeah. I would like to do that. Definitely like to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, love it. Has Chris Rea got lost while driving home?
Well, the last I heard, his car failed at service, so he couldn't get his MOT, so he's stuck in London somewhere, so he can't get home.
He's not going abroad for
Stupid
Christmas,
Chris, eh?
Steve Proza, Merry Christmas to you both and to you, Steve.
You too.
Do you have a relaxed Christmas day, or are you with relatives, or better still, in the pub?
Usually we're relatives, so, well, this year we're going across to my sisters. We're there last year as well. Boxing Day, my dad will probably be with us here, and I think your parents are going to come across, so it'll be pretty much a family affair. We did used to go to the pub, but we'll be going usually out on Christmas Eve.
Normally do Christmas Eve, for a couple. And we used to
go out on Boxing Day, didn't we?
We did, and we used to go out Christmas Day for a couple of drinks before.
When we lived local.
When we lived local, yeah.
In Ellington.
Yes, in Ellington. There was like a little local pub, and so it was just like get the dinner started, pop across for a quick drink, and then
warm and have
come
your lunch,
home, yeah. But now it's Christmas Day is pretty much with family, isn't it? Yeah.
And it's usually a good day, just
normally a fun day,
plenty of drink, plenty of food.
Yeah, lots of games and stuff. Spend all the kids are all there, and
normal family Christmas. Really,
definitely, yeah. Oh,
Steve again.
What was the first Christmas song you heard this year on the radio?
I think mine was 2,000 Miles from the Pretenders.
I think mine was actually the Chris Rea one. Driving home for Christmas. I think I was at work.
Stuck in London.
On the radio. Well,
his car's failed its MOT.
He's still singing his song, right? But yeah, I think I was at work and I was on the radio.
We've got one more question to finish off on, and we've left this one to last for a reason. This one is from Richard Lightfoot, who owns a travel agency in Seaham.
When you're on holiday and the sun's high in the sky, what time do you consider it to be socially okay to have your first beer around the pool? We have for years, and I'm not sure where it came from. Wouldn't have a beer before 12:30.
I think sometimes it depends how much I've had the night before.
Yeah.
Because some of the times in Gran Canaria, I was feeling a bit ropey, so it'll probably be a bit later in the day. But usually, I would probably say about 12 o'clock.
I was going to say 12:30 is probably like...
So I'll probably agree with you, Richard. I would probably say 12 o'clock rather than 12:30.
Yeah, as soon as lunchtime kind of hits, it's like beer o'clock,
But if you're in somewhere like Greece, that's 2 hours ahead. So that's like 10 in the morning.
Oh, I never thought about that. Yeah. I mean, by the time I get in, sometimes it's still, Depends on what time happy hour starts as well.
Well, yes, beers are cheaper. Or you take your own with you.
Yeah, so the bonus of when we were in Tenerife, there wasn't a pool bar, so you could just take your own stuff around the pool. It was great. So yeah, you could, although we didn't really drink any beer really around the pool that much.
But yeah, so I would probably say about 12 o'clock.
I think that's acceptable.
It's not usually any earlier than that. Yeah.
From lunchtime, 12.
When you're on holiday, it's just different rules, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like when you go to the airport, we always it doesn't matter what time of day it is, we'll always usually have a pint before we go, and then we'll have like a couple on the plane as well. Yeah, I don't know, it just seems to be different when you go away to me.
All the rules
go out the window, don't they?
Yeah.
But so... We're going to finish up with a little bit of news for the channel coming up in 2025. So we've obviously left that question to last because Richard contacted us about 2 weeks ago now. He's obviously a viewer of the channel, enjoys our videos, and asked if we've ever done any private work before. So we got into a bit of a conversation. We had a chat on the phone, and Richard owns a travel agency down in Seaham called Hello Sunshine. So they're based in Seaham. I think it's Seaham Harbour. We've never been down there. I've never kind of seen the area. I don't know where the shop is, but we're planning to head down there maybe in the new year and have a look around. So Richard's asked us to do some branded work for him and kind of do stuff for Facebook. So kind of similar to what we do for the YouTube channel, but kind of shorter videos. It means we're going to kind of be doing probably quite a few city breaks in the new year. Richard's kind of going to set us little assignments, if you like, and go away and kind of do little videos for their Facebook page and possibly website.
For their website and stuff, yeah.
And doing just like little travel tips, things like how we're going to get from A to B, like on local buses, local services, but like hotel meet and greets.
Hotel meet and greets, maybe if you want to do the parking beforehand kind of thing, maybe a quick overview on a hotel, excursions you can do, local bars, restaurants,
finding
close
cheapest
by,
breakfasts,
cheapest
like that,
cheap
yeah.
places, or stuff along the lines of that anyway. Well, we're not kind of 100% sure at the moment
what
we're going to be doing, but we'll definitely put some stuff together.
Richard's company or business, Hello Sunshine, basically won this year that they sell a lot of Jet2 holidays. So just this year gone, they've just won an award for selling the most Jet2 holidays nationally.
Got second award of the night from Jet2 Holidays, and the winner of the top performing individual branch goes to
Richard's obviously approached us and asked us if we work alongside him with helping promote their business for content on their Facebook page, because a lot of travel agents kind of pages are all sort of the same stuff. Thanks, Richard, anyway, for considering us. It's
massive thanks.
It's a massive kind of compliment to us as well. Like, it took us totally by surprise, and it's a really exciting opportunity. So obviously next year we'll probably be working alongside Hello Sunshine, low cost holidays, and we'll just see how it goes. Obviously there'll probably be kind of a little bit of a trial period, and
I'm very excited about doing this, and like again, thanks again for
one good thing about it is
giving the opportunity.
Richard's obviously said this will help our channel as well, in terms of we'll be able to get more content for you as well. So we might be going away kind of maybe every month, every 6 weeks to different places. So hopefully for us, it's going to be places we haven't been. We're going to get amongst it. We're going to get amongst the hustle and bustle of places. We're going to be seeing different cities, different countries. So for us, it's an absolutely brilliant opportunity.
Well, yeah. So looking forward to it.
So we're really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So we just obviously wanted to let yous know as well what could be happening in the next year. We're not saying it's going to work out, but we'll probably have to do a little bit of kind of...
Richard may get sick of it.
Well, he probably will, if he watches this. He'll be thinking, what have I done? But yeah, it's just a great opportunity for us. We're really like thrilled by it, and we're so excited that some of the places we could potentially end up in, we've already been discussing, like, we might end up here, we might end up there.
Where we're gonna go.
I've always fancied going there or wherever. But yeah, I mean, it's obviously not going to be proper kind of breaks, because we'll be kind of doing
they're going to be like sort of like
won't they?
city breaks,
like working city breaks.
Work. So wherever Richard wants to send us, we will happily go and do the best that we can.
Yeah, and hopefully we don't put you out of business.
I doubt it.
But yeah, what I'll do is, anybody who lives in the Northeast and watches the channel, you might already know Richard's business. I'll leave the links below here. He's got a website, they've got a Facebook page, so if you want to follow them, then please feel free to go ahead and do that. So you might be seeing us popping up on his Facebook page a lot more. So if you do like with that much, you can go across there and
so if you are thinking about booking a holiday next year, maybe give their site a quick look and see whether or not they can do it a bit cheaper.
Particularly if you do Jet2 holidays.
Yeah, I think they've opened 7 days a week as well, so not many places I think do that as well. So they're obviously contactable, most of the time as well. So yeah, give them a look. I've already had a look for a few holidays myself.
So yeah, that's basically what's gonna happen in 2025. Oh god, yeah. So the Tigger's obviously been making an appearance here, and he's quite anxious. Obviously we rescued him from Greece, and he gets scared by the littlest thing, so you might not like this next part of the video. God.
I know.
Hell's teeth. Right, well, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed our little Q&A. We don't do this often, we just thought it was a good opportunity to connect with our viewers and audience again. Who knows, if we reach 10,000, might even do a live one, which Jack, you'll be absolutely thrilled about, because I know you hate doing these things anyway. But
I don't hate them.
If we get to 10,000, we might actually do a live one, so we'll get asked questions on the spot. So
Oh, Tigger's making an appearance at the end.
Even Tigger's come to say Happy Christmas, everybody.
Yes, Merry Christmas, everybody, and have a lovely New Year.
I hope you all have a lovely time, whatever you do for Christmas. If you're spending it with family, if you're going abroad, hope you have a lovely time. Thanks for everything this year. We've hit 1 million views this year as well. That was another success for this year. Finally got to 1 million views across the channel, which is
not fab, really
quite a big feat, and we would never have gotten to that without you lot watching us. And then obviously keep the subscriptions coming. They've slowed down a bit recently, but you know, that's the nature of YouTube. Obviously would like the channel to grow a bit more and do a lot more for you, but we've just got these restrictions with work and everything as well, so it is quite difficult to kind of juggle the two. But so thanks to everybody in 2024 who are new viewers and watch our videos, and for subscribing to the channel. We really appreciate it. We couldn't do it without yous, and it kind of gives us that motivation as well to keep going with it. So yeah, just thanks for everything.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Apart from all that, hope you all have a great Christmas. Hope you have a great 2025. So all that's left to do is Happy Christmas.
Oh, why don't we drink? Merry Christmas,
Happy Christmas
everybody.
and a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
See you next year. Bye.
Bye. Keep subscribing.